All praises, honor, and glory be to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. It's your brother Prince Malachi, sons of Jacob Tulsa, and we back at it again, man. So, what I got for you right here is a little article. We're going to break some bread over the topic of tools and techniques, man. Ways that you can be more productive, more specifically, on this installment right here. You dig what I'm saying? So, without further ado, let's get into it. Uh, so, this website I'm on is called singlegrain.com. If you want to get in, it covers a lot of things, but I'm not gonna go into all of that. I'm just gonna get some key points, then jump into some scriptures, then get off of here, right? But I will drop the link to this page in the not the comments, but the description. So if you want the link to this whole, it's banging. But if you know what I'm saying, it's kind of a lot they going into, so you're gonna have to do that on your own time. Uh, this ain't gonna be super in depth. It's just gonna be it's gonna help you put some things in a perspective, help you be more productive. But the topic of it is um focusing on one thing at a time, concentrating on one thing at a time, and the effect that doing that, what it can have on your productivity, right? You can increase your productivity, right, by focusing on one thing at a time. So, these are some of the benefits that you get from focusing on one thing at a time, right? Let's see. Why you should be focusing on one thing at a time. At the core of achieving success lies one thing: focus. So it say at the core of achieving success, there is focus, right? While it's tempting to pursue multiple opportunities simultaneously, meaning at the same time, successful entrepreneurs and industry giants like Warren Buffett, if you don't know who Warren Buffett is, he's like a billionaire investor. Like he's one of the most praised uh, billionaire investors of our time. What's going? No, it's not what we want. Okay, so we're back. But Warren Buffett, you know what I'm saying? He's someone who people look to for financial advice, right? Billionaire investor. Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, right? Bill Gates, billionaire. I believe he's the founder of Windows, right? The computer company. If you don't know about Windows, all of these men, billionaires. Uh, they emphasize the importance of focusing on one thing at a time, right? Jobs said, people think focus means saying yes to the thing that you've got focus on, but that's not what it means at all. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that are there. You have to pick carefully. So he's stressing how important it is to pick the thing that you want to focus on. Because when you choose to focus on something, you're going to have other ideas hitting you, but you have to remain focused. If this is just a tool, right? There's many tools that can achieve the same purpose. There's many techniques that can achieve the same purpose. The purpose of me going into these tools and techniques is, just to throw you a tool or maybe a technique that may be able to help you achieve whatever goal it is that you got in mind. Lord willing, you're trying to achieve godly goals and you're applying these things in your walk with the Most High God, right? In the truth of Yahweh Shah, right? Chiefly, that's what these things is about, right? And let your endeavors be according to the will of God. So, you dig what I'm saying? But just because this tool is available, Salakia, drive my shofar, man. Just because I'm giving you this tool, this ain't the way you have to go about life. This ain't the way you have to go about every single endeavor. This is just a tool that you can apply, that you can put in your bag and be like, damn, maybe I want to block everything out and focus on one thing at a time, right? Just a tool, just a technique. Okay. So, do what I'm saying. He say you have to pick carefully. So once again, he emphasizing the importance of picking your choice carefully if you're going to apply this method. You got to pick carefully, because when you pick, you want to do something you're going to stick to, and you want to not be persuaded to move off your pivot and change ideas and move in different directions. You want to stick to what you chose to do. That's why it's important to pick carefully. He says, I'm actually as proud of the things we haven't done as the things I have done, right? By focusing on one thing at a time, you can position yourself for long-term success as a reliable authority figure in your industry. Whether you're a business leader or a specialist, it's prudent that you dedicate your skill building time and resources to developing your proficiency at one thing. So you want to get good at one thing, right? You want to put your skill building time and your resources, you want to put that into one thing. You want to focus your efforts into one thing. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep reading. He say, we've laid out a few reasons why prioritizing your core competencies is a foundational detail in achieving proficiency in any field. So when they talk about prioritizing your core competencies, these are talking about the things you are good at, like playing to your strengths, right? The things that you do well, you want to niche down, so to speak. You want to lock in, so to speak. You want to play to your strengths, right? If you fast and that's your niche, you get it done fast. Speed. We got the speedy service. You know what I'm saying? Niche down, man. Let that be the thing that sets you apart then. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about a business or something like I remember coming up, I think it was Domino's. Like they set the standard of like we deliver your pizza in 30 minutes or less. You know what I'm saying? And that changed the whole pizza delivery game, right? And that, it set a whole standard and it set them apart. And I'm sure it got them a lot of business. You know what I'm saying? Because that they played to their strength. They niched down. They focused on one thing that would set them apart and make them better than their competitors. That would give them success in their endeavor, whatever it is they was trying to accomplish, selling pizzas in that case. But you see the power of focusing on one thing. We're going to get this pizza delivered faster than anybody else. And that's why they're going to buy from us. That's how they came at it. They focused on one thing. So let's keep reading. What it say? Maximizing efficiency, right? This is one of the benefits. When you concentrate on one thing, you can dedicate your time, resources, and energy to mastering it. Hey, it said what it said. I'm gonna read it again. When you concentrate on one thing, you can dedicate your time, resources, and energy to mastering it. This focused approach allows you to fine-tune your processes, identify areas for improvement, and deliver exceptional quality. So the more you do something, that goes back to the last episode of tools and techniques, man. Routine. The thing that you do, that you are in a routine of doing, you're gonna be better at it. You're gonna be sharper at it because you're doing it every day. The repetition. There's a quote. It says, repetition is the mother of skill. So you're gonna gain skill. How much more if you're focusing all your time and all your energy and you're pouring all your resources into this one thing? How much more improvement, how much more skill are you gonna gain from all of that repetition, from that routine? You see what I'm saying? From focusing on one thing at a time. So it's a, where was I? It's a, this focused approach allows you to fine-tune your processes, identify areas for improvement, and deliver exceptional quality. As a result, you can accomplish more in less time, effectively utilizing your resources and maximizing productivity. So you can using this tool, this technique, you can maximize your productivity, right? And that's our goal right now. That's the topic of today's video, man. This is a tool you can use to increase your productivity, right? This is a technique you can use to maximize your productivity. It says building a strong foundation, focusing on one primary product or service gives you a firm foundation for your business to work on. This foundation becomes the springboard for future growth and expansion, right? So you don't want to spread yourself too thin. That's the power of working on one thing at a time and focusing on one thing at a time. So like you build up a good base. Now, if you want to, once you master that and you done niche down, this is the beauty of this technique, of this tool. Once you niche down and you master it, now you can branch out. You know what I'm saying? It's like a tree. You want to get a strong, healthy trunk, a strong, healthy base. Then you spread out, right? It's like a seedling. When you first plant a seed, it comes up and it's just a little green piece of vegetation, right? But then the base gets thicker, it gets taller, it gets larger, it spreads out, right? But it has to become the root. The root is what determines the growth and the might and the strength and the size of this plant. The bigger the roots, the bigger the fruits. So once you are once it has established a solid foundation and it's firmly rooted, right, so to speak, if you got ears to hear, then it can branch out. I hope y'all can see the correlation I'm making between the example with the plant and this tool, this technique, right? You want to get firmly founded at one thing, then you can kind of branch out, you know what I'm saying? Because you done found success and it wouldn't be spreading yourself thin, right? I remember this illustration. I remember seeing this in like middle school. It's an illustration about it's two men. One, he's digging. They're both digging for treasure, right? One, he kept digging. No, I'm talking about the other guy first. This guy, he was digging for treasure. He'd dig one hole, don't find no treasure, move to a different spot. Dig one hole, don't find no treasure, move to a different spot. Dig one hole, don't find no treasure, move to a different spot. The other guy, he was digging in the same spot, digging. He was focused on one thing at a time. He niched down, right? He had focus, consistency, right? He digging in the same spot, and eventually he found the treasure, right? Because he just kept digging in the same spot. He picked a good spot, and he digged the same spot until he found the treasure, right? Versus the guy who didn't ever find no treasure because he kept digging. He wasn't digging deep enough. He kept moving to different holes, and he kept moving off a square. He didn't know what he wanted to focus on. You see what I'm saying? I hope y'all can see the correlation there. But Salakia for being long-winded. Enhancing. Okay, we ain't even gonna get off in all of that because that wasn't part of the plan. But I'm gonna drop the link if you want to go visit that, man. Right. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 4. Where no oxen are, the crib is clean, but much increase is by the strength of the ox. So the proverb is, when you don't got no ox, the crib is clean, right? You don't got to worry about the oxen making a mess everywhere, big, large animals roaming around. It say, but much increases by the strength of the ox, right? You gonna get much increase by the strength of the ox. Y'all probably don't know this, but back in the day, they used to use oxen to help till the land. The same way you ride past a farm and you see them big old John Deere tractors and stuff like that, and they use big machines to till the land now, right? But back then we had oxen to till the land. So much increase is by the strength of the ox, right? because you want to have an ox. You don't. If you got a big old field, you ain't finna till that thing by hand. Hey man, you gonna delete yourself. You gonna off yourself trying to do all that work, man. You gonna give out. You ain't got enough money to pay all them brothers to till all that land and get it ready for planting. You'll save more money by buying just invest in an ox, and your oxen can till the land. You see what I'm saying? So the point of it is, this brother who bought the ox to help till his land, he was focused on one thing. He knew what he was trying to achieve a long time ago. His vision, he chose, I want to be a farmer. I'm gonna have a big field, and I'm gonna live by the increase of my field. So what did he do? He started tilling the ground. Got his increase. Came up off that. What did he do next year? Boom. He might have how can I say? He might have had a good year. Maybe bought some more land, bought a better plot, increased his borders. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. So he working, he increasing. The Lord blessing him. Now he get an oxen because his field done got so big that now he need an oxen to help till it. You see? But the point of it is, he knew what he wanted to do from the get-go, and he kept digging deeper and deeper. He was focused on working his field. He didn't say, okay, I'm gonna have a field, then I'm gonna start a shoe shining business, then I'm gonna repair brothers' garments, then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do that. No, he said, I'm gonna be a farmer, and I'm gonna live off the increase of the land. He focused on one thing, right? Now he putting his resources back into that one thing, and it's beneficial, right? He's buying oxen now. Now his oxen can help till his land, and he can increase his borders even more. Now he getting even more increase every year. Now he's doing it because he's pouring it. He's digging. It's just like the brother who kept digging in the same spot. He knows what he's doing. He chose this a long time ago. He made the right choice, and he just kept digging, man. And at that, I what is it called? I exhort you to keep enduring in this truth, man, because your reward is sure, right? Let me get that. Let's talk about that. It's the book of 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So your labor is not in vain in the Lord, man. So just keep digging, man. Keep enduring. Don't change up. Don't try to pick a different thing. Just put your faith in the Lord. Endure. Keep working. Keep seeking after the Most High God. Hey, seeking you shall find, man. Asking you shall receive, man. He said your reward is sure. He said he go to prepare a place for you. You know what I'm saying? We patiently waiting on the day of our Lord, man. So keep enduring, man. Don't switch up. Focus on one thing. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Focus on one thing. Focus on the Most High God, Yahweh. Right? Focus on following after Yahweh Shai. Right? These should be your primary focus in these last days. When I do these tools and techniques, they got many applications. But the chief application is your walk in this truth, right? Focus on one thing, right? Be single-minded. You feel me? So, with that being said, I think I had another one. Let's see. Yeah, let's get this. And then I'm gonna close it out, right? Because I done already went longer than I expected, right? The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. And let's talk about that word conclusion. If you look up the definition of what a conclusion is a scientific term, right? It's something that you observed through scientific testing or evaluation, right? So it's something that's been proven with evidence, right? It's been tested. It's tried and true. The word of the Lord is tried and true. It's purified 7 times, right? His law is the truth, right? But that's a funny thing about that word conclusion. It's something that's proven through testing and observation. There's evidence to support it. That's the funny thing about that word conclusion. I love how that's right there. That should increase your faith, right? The word of the Lord is proven, it's tried and true. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So this should be your primary focus, right? This is proven, this is tried, this is true, this is certainly going to happen. Thus saith the Lord. And if your primary focus, you should be preparing for this because you know it's coming. It's proven, right? It's tested. Love God or fear God, Talakia, and keep his commandments, right? This is the whole duty of man. And the day of judgment is coming. The day of wrath is coming. So don't get distracted in these last days. Don't get caught up in the nonsense. Don't be out here minding the things of the world so much that you forget your primary focus. Judgment day is coming, man. All hell finna break loose, man. Hey, man, enduring to the end. All hell is about to break loose. Enduring to the end, man. So I hope this done been edifying. Appreciate y'all vibing out with me. It's been your brother Prince Malachi, Sons of Jacob Tulsa. Peace and blessings, family. Shalom.